What up, Sanctuary? It's Noodle, and today I'm bringing you another Diablo 2 Resurrected video. This is one of 3 guides that I'm going to be making for mini Ubers, Uber Tristram, and Declone. And these are more or less going to be on how to do the fight on any class with tips and tricks on what to look out for. I'm going to be showing all of these on a pretty basic Smite Paladin since it's likely the easiest way to solo all of these. So without too much more of a delay, let's get to the action. So before jumping into Uber Tristram, there's a few things that I would probably recommend. A couple of these are going to help you take down all of them very easily with things like Crushing Blow from a Black Flail, Open Wounds from something like Gore Riders. I'd recommend getting a very high-res pally shield like a Sacred Targe and putting a bunch of perfect diamonds in there for even more all-res. And then in addition to that, you probably want to proc a Fade, which is here in the River of Flame from Treachery. And once that happens, you should be good to go. If you're unlucky like me, you might spend a couple of minutes standing here in the fire just waiting for yourself to turn ethereal. So I'm going to go ahead and speed this up until we get to the very end, and this is what you should look like once Fade is on. Fade gives you a metric ass load to all your resistances, and I believe it gives you a little bit of physical damage reduction as well. But once you have all this, you're ready to go. The first thing that I like to do is separate them, and Mephisto is the easiest one because he's extremely fucking aggressive, but he's also very dangerous. I think he's the scariest one out of all 3 of them. So what I like to do is pull him up through these couple of houses like this, and notice that he's going to be spitting out a bunch of skeletons along the way. It makes it a little bit harder to track him specifically, and it doesn't help that they do a ton of damage themselves. Mephisto himself, of course, is what makes this fight so scary. He's lightning enchanted and uses Charged Bolt, and the Charged Bolt can shotgun, frying your ass in one single hit. If that's not enough, he's got a small Poison Nova that he can cast on top of himself, and then he throws his signature blue balls at you too, and I've seen that one-shot people as well. So you really got to be on your toes with this one. I like to first slap him with a Life Tap wand that I purchased from a vendor, and then just go to Pound Town. Your best bet to not dying is to not break your concentration. You must always be hitting him so that you can heal for all the damage that you're dealing with Smite. And once he goes down, which is actually pretty quick, I think he's the lowest health one out of all 3 of them, you charge up and out of the way. Notice there is a bunch more room back here near these stone walls, so if you needed a little extra distance to kite him away from too many skeletons, you can do that. The next one that I like to take on is Bale because he's also pretty easy to separate from Diablo. If you come up on this house here on the bottom side of Tristram, he'll actually just teleport over the wall on top of you, while Diablo just sits in the back and spits out minions. Now it's important to know for both of these fights here what kind of minions they both spit out. Bale himself will summon ghosts and ghouls, and the ghouls don't do a whole lot, but the ghosts will drain your mana from full to 0 in one hit. So it's important to keep your mana potions with you so you're not melee swinging instead of smiting. If you are a hybrid build for Fist of the Heavens, you can take them down with 1 or 2 holy bolts, which makes this pretty nice. But otherwise, you just have to tank and spank as much as you can. And just like Mephisto, do not break concentration, don't break your target, just keep smiting. Once he goes down, try to kite everything away from Diablo and then make your way back up to him. And then don't do what I did. I forgot to hit him with Life Tap on the way in, and things got a little spoopy, so I had to take my ass up around this house, cast Life Tap on him, and then re-engage from the side because he ended up spitting out too many Pit Lords. Now, Diablo's fire can do a lot of damage if you don't have that much res, but as long as you have Life Tap on him, just like all the others, don't break concentration and you'll end up burning his ass down too. Now, I know Uber Tristram seems like it can be a really large undertaking, but it's not. It's not as difficult or in-depth as it looks. And when you succeed, you get yourself a beautiful new torch like this one. Do me a favor and subscribe if you haven't already. Leave your favorite emoji in the comments down below and like this video so more people can see it, because the more people that benefit from this video, the happier Noodle is. I stream all of my leveling, farming, and gameplay live on Twitch quite a few times a week, so if you're looking for some live interaction and entertainment, make sure you follow from the link in the description down below. There will be a few other helpful links, like one to the Noodle Gang Discord where you can stay up to date on anything I'm doing, so don't be a stranger and come on in. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. Happy grinding, travelers, and I'll see you on the next one.